So stay tuned for that on Saturday. Laptop Pound streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Thank you to all of my people that follow the channel, subscribe to the channel on the old Google Earth, subscribers from all over North America and from Europe as well. And of course, Saturday Spore will be on, but I'm sorry, Spore, I'm going to have to preempt you on Saturday because the Whale King knows what's going on Saturday. Oh, yeah. Saturday night after the PTCS, there is a certain sporting event that is going to be taking place in the great state of Florida. Well, at least great state for now. If they win the cup, I may change my tune. Florida Panthers, Edmonton Oilers, game 1 of the Stanley Cup. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. You brought some Oiler luck in the last round when you cheered them on. Once your Colorado Avalanche were eliminated, you jumped on the Oil bandwagon, and it's been kind of quite the run for them. We knew they were good, but they were always underperformed and just didn't have the defense and the goaltending. And now they play one of the best teams in the league, the Florida Panthers, won their division. They beat Boston. They beat Tampa Bay. They beat the New York Rangers. So they beat some pretty good teams getting to the finals. So that is getting underway Saturday nights. Get out the beverages, the popcorn, and have Spore on in the background because I ain't missing the treasure trove. It may not be the first on my big screen, but it'll be on the screen as we catch out the first treasure trove of the year. So welcome in, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's cards. And the highlight of the day is Kitty. Well, we'll see. We'll see if any Kitty comes into play today. We'll see if he shows up. And Evie says only 2 of the 25 have not been released yet. EVC, one for sure is Felix. Who's the second guy? Who are we missing? Felix Hernandez, and you were almost right on that too. You said 6 of the 9 missing cards would be released, and 7 of the 9 came out. David Ortiz, yeah, David Ortiz, John, must be the last one. Yeah, we haven't seen a David Ortiz. We got the wave going, Baffle, and Joe's trying to get the wave going here, the Dr. Dynastic wave. And yeah, I'm sure I'm sure we'll get David Ortiz coming soon. All right. Also tonight, the Black Aces podcast. If you're unfamiliar, the Black Aces is a term that is given to the players that don't play on the game, but they get to be part of the team, especially in the playoffs, like baseball in September, where they get to call up extra players. Same within hockey. And these kind of extra players get to travel with the team, get to be part of the team, and they refer to them as the Black Aces. So our podcast back on tonight as we preview the Cup final. No Detroit Red Wings, no Chicago Blackhawks, no Las Vegas Knights, no Colorado Avalanche or New York Rangers. It will be Edmonton and Florida. Canada has not won a Stanley Cup, by the way, since the early 1990s. Think about that. Today on the Amigo Show, I showed you a box score from 1994 with the Dodgers and the Marlins. We have not won a cup since back then. It's been 30 plus years since Canada has brought home the cup. And it's probably been about 15 years since a Canadian team has been in the finals. Canada, we've got Winnipeg, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal. And it's been a while. So happy for Canada. Happy for the hockey fans that love the Canadian teams, and the Oilers are starting to gain a few more fans, especially if you've seen some of the viral videos coming out of Edmonton's Rogers Center during the games. They're not meant for the kids. I'll tell you that. Woo! There are some viral TikTok and Twitter videos coming out. What else do we got going? You remember the Vancouver and the Rangers? Yep. Messier against Pavel Bure. Vancouver has made it to the finals twice. Once in 82, I believe, and once in the early 90s. And the Oilers made it to the Cup final. I guess they were the last Canadian. No, They weren't the last Canadian, but close. They made the Cup Finals in 2006 against Carolina, and Carolina won in 7 games. So that's the last time Edmonton has been to the Cup Final. Yep, Calgary got to Game 7 against Tampa Bay. That was another game. Canadian teams, like, they've come so close in the last 30 years, making a couple Game 7s. Sedin Twins made it against Boston, right? That might have been the last Canadian team to be in the finals. Game 7 as well. So the Oilers lost in 7, the Flames in 7, the Canucks in 7, all within the last 20 years. Roberto Luongo. Yes, I always remember Roberto Luongo during that year of the playoffs. I think they were playing Dallas, and they went to like 3 overtimes or 4 overtimes, and he really had to go to the bathroom. So in overtime, I think it was they pulled him like in a playoff game. They pulled him because he really had to go to the toilet, and then they brought him back in like 5 minutes later. That's what I remember from the Vancouver run back in 2010. And then they lost to Boston, and there was a big riot in Vancouver. And Canadians, we might apologize. We might seem very gentle folk, but don't mess with our hockey, at least in Vancouver. Yeah, the strikes of hockey kind of lose some fans, just like the strikes in baseball lose some fans as well. So check that out tonight. We'll be on at 9:30 Eastern with some trivia, some hockey trivia. Look at kind of the leaderboards, the latest news, and of course our predictions for the Stanley Cup Final. If you made the PTCS, congratulations. That again is firing off on Saturday. Dishnet will come on and kind of do a red zone coverage of the final series. So whether you're in gold, bronze, wild card, any of the perfect drafts, you're guaranteed at least one card, and then you work your way up and work for that Mike Trout card. Again, it is in Anaheim ballpark with a little bit of suppression to the BABIP, favoring the home runs, just like the Cool Ray Park last PTCS, and nerfing a little bit doubles and triples. So consider that in your roster construction. And of course, now that the new cards have come out, those should be available to you in your perfect drafts for the PTCS. So your chance of getting some of those cards. Need a PTCS master class for us newbies, Alfred Prufok? Well, I don't know if you caught Tuesday's stream. I had D Dempsey on and D Block on. We talked a little bit of PTCS strategy. D Dempsey kind of gave you some hints about micromanaging. With the PTCS, for you new players out there, a lot of times the successful teams don't just set their lineup and leave it. They tune in on Saturday and they go game by game, series by series, and they alter their 26-man roster to try and counter some of the opponents that they face. So D Dempsey talked about that on the Tuesday stream. It is on the VOD. If you want a little bit of a primer about the PTCS and some things you should be doing in game play with your pitchers and hitters and your opposition, go check that out. So good luck. Again, I'm in iron. I'm in bronze. I'm in the weekly perfect draft. I think my best shot is in bronze and the weekly draft because you never know with the cards you're going to get. Iron, I don't really have a iron. I'm going to get a Mike Moustakas. Let's put it that way. Maybe if I get some good dice rolls, I'll get the silver card in the second round. You cannot change you can change your lineup, but you can't change your 26-man roster or how many ever you have, if you have 25 or 24 or whatever the situation may be. But yeah, but during gameplay, you can go in and you can try and fool your opponent. You can put in different things. You can't use openers, I believe, because it's a 1961 environment. But you can switch around your batting order. You can switch around your pitchers based on the opposition lineup. But yeah, no, you can't. It's against the terms of service if there's some sort of glitch where you can put players in that weren't originally in from your 26-man roster. Would be interesting. Yeah, that talk IDub has come up about, in a PTCS like that, giving everyone the same card pool, in a way, it'd be kind of boring because a lot of people know the meta. So do you counter that? Do you try and be that person that goes against the meta? If you're drafting a lot of low avoid K guys, do you then counter that by drafting a lot of high stuff pitchers? It definitely is the luck of the draw, especially if there are limited edition cards in there. If you get a Craig Kimbrell choice or, a Hank Aaron silver choice, those can be difference makers, and especially in the perfects or diamond level. So it is a little bit of a luck in terms of the cards. That's why it's important to wait until the last Twipt release to try and get the most optimal cards that you can. We will be doing trivia a little bit later. We're going to do a little earlier than we usually do. Usually we do it in the last hour, but we're probably going to be doing trivia about 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to hang around and do some trivia, and of course, who knows? Maybe there'll be questions about Dave Steeb or about Kitty Kitty. Those might just happen. Sean Pitbulls, thank you for the follow. Sean Pitbulls, sounds like you're a dog lover. And since you're a dog lover, we got to give you a dog welcome. Thanks to Pops Dongoria, supporter of Who Let the Dogs Out. Sean Pitbull let the dogs out today. Welcome to the channel. Hey, Boiled Egg, I'm just trying to welcome community members with something they might, be in tune with. In this case, dogs. If there's anyone named Cats, you know what they're going to get. But I have not come across a user yet that has followed or subscribed that has cats in their title. Thank you, B-Dub 30 cent. I always think of 50 cent. So you're like the Canadian version, because with the currency exchange, that's what it's worth, about 30 cents. So B-Dub, one of our trivia masters, I mentioned trivia. There he is. He's been in some close trivia matchups. In fact, a couple weeks ago, he took first place on the very last question by less than 200 points. What an exciting trivia that was. So we will get to trivia a little bit later. Thank you, B-Dub 30 cent. And of course, D-Block has provided me with a lot of these songs. So ultimately, Boiled Egg, you can blame him. And same goes with the GOAT, the RCMP. Yeah. My favorite card today. Sorry, all you perfect card lovers, you gold, you silver, you iron lovers. My favorite card of today's set has to be this one right here. Some more bronze meta. And I know some people were talking, well, is he a bullpen or is he a starter guy? I'm going to use him in the bullpen when I get him onto my bronze roster because of that control, because of that stamina. He is going to be a bullpen guy. And Synchronicity Stormhound pulls a Kershaw just as I bring him up on stream. Definitely, though, in the quicks is a good chance to test him out, right, A-Dub? You keep us updated. You're going to start him. The problem is, where do you put him? You got Eovaldi, you've got the two new NEL Manning and Wilson, you've got Splittorf, you've got Pipkins. Like, to me, those are the 5 go-to guys. And left-handed pitching seems to be weaker right now in bronze. Those lefties don't seem to be performing. Now Kershaw is another lefty. So you've got the bad control, you've got the low stamina, and you've got the fact that he's a lefty. I don't know if I want to try him as a starter yet. I'm gonna see how he works out in the bullpen. He is listed as a starter. So if there is such thing as stuff boost and stuff, the interesting thing is all these low power hitters with a low avoid K. I've got the Max Scherzer because of his high stuff, and he does pretty good. But even the fully combinated Max Scherzer is not this guy here, Clayton Kershaw. So I think those low avoid Ks, we might see them reduced a little bit when they come up against Clayton Kershaw, because he's got the home run suppression. So your Adam Dunn, your Dolph Camilli, your Tony Solaretta, those kind of guys, If they've got the eye, well, they may walk, but their home runs and their hits might be down a little bit, and they may strike out a little bit more. So thank you, B-Dub. Thank you, Sean Pitbull, for the follow and for the sub. All right, speaking of bronze, as I like to do, try to get into some of these quick tournaments. Let me bring up my screen, and our first bounty is going to be, can you knock me out of a bronze quick? Well, the answer is yes, and we're at 0 out of 16, so I'm jumping in on this one. Bronze quick, 1, 4, 2, 6. I think I got in, but my game crashed. So let me reboot. 1, 4, 2, 6, bronze quick. If you decide to get in, please put in the chat that you are in. Declare that you're in. You reboot the game. This is a double elimination, so you have to knock me out of the tournament, not just beat me, but you have to give me my second loss. And did I get in? Yes, 13 out of 16 so far. Make sure I put my roster in. And we should be good to show it now. So I see A-Dub in there. I see D-Block in there. Kitty poo-poo. Kitty poo-poo, you knocked me out, and I'm going to play your song. Kitty. Be prepared. Be prepared, Ezra and Boiled Egg. Looks like Makadkar is in there. Sean Sol is in there. But those other teams I'm not familiar with. So let's see who's declared. Sean is declared. I-Dub. D-Block. Ollie North. Which team are you, Ollie? TX Jenks with the Atlanta Braves. No, TX Jenks, you are the, don't tell me, the Lake, no, Baffles the Lakewood Lumber Company. Jenks, you must not, it's not the team you usually beat me with. It started with like an N or an M or something. Metrokis. Okay, you're in with the Metrokis. Card Capture is in. Black Knights are in with Ollie. And Chess Safari with the Southpaws are in. So let's see if that is filled up. Bronze. 16 out of 16. Yes, we have a full tournament. All right, good luck. Love getting into some of these tournaments with the community rather than just the random people I don't know much about. So we'll let that one fire off. And when we come back from the break, we are going to do our perfect bounty draft. So I will let you know what the rules are. And if you have a perfect draft slot open, be ready, because in 2 minutes, we will be drafting back in 2 and 2. All right. All right. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Again, we've got our first bounty ready to go in about 10 minutes' time. And, sometimes in the community, there's a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of bitterness sometimes. And sometimes I get bitter towards the community too. IDub and I faced off in the Bronze Packs Only Championship 3 weeks ago. And when the dust settled, it was IDub and the Bees and Laptop and the Gym Unknowns, and Laptop came forth to victory and won the Bronze Championship in packs only, where we only get to use cards that we get in packs. And so now IDub is looking for revenge in tournaments, in Bronze Quicks. And yes, IDub, I admit, I often get in with Mr. Gotti, and I prefer not to, but sometimes I can't avoid it. And sometimes I like the extra competition, see if I can beat Gotti. But IDub got his revenge in the bounty yesterday or the day before. He scores 14 runs in the 8th inning. And so now, IDub, I get to be bitter back towards you. 14 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Come on now. Stormhound is really, I talk about Kershaw. I show you it's my favorite card, and now he rubs it in. And he's got his second Kershaw. And of course, IDub says, quick, enter the tournament and put him in against Lap. Well, first opportunity to give me my first loss is going to be D Block. D Block is my first opposition in this tournament. And we talked about putting Kershaw in the bullpen, and I kind of compared him to my combinated Max Scherzer because of the high stuff. Max, take a back seat. Once I get Clayton, once I can pick up, can I even buy Clayton right now? This is my regular team. It's not my packs only team. Stormhound, what are you selling Clayton for? 9,000? Are you crazy? 3 of you are selling him for 9,000 for a regular bronze card. Holy smokes. What is this? A market economy? Whew. Maybe I should have said it was my least favorite card. Yeah, this card sucks. I'm never going to use him. And then I get him for like minimum 9,000. Well, if it's working for Stormhound, I'm opening 5 packs. Let's see if we can bring Clayton Kershaw within 5 packs here. Come on, Clayton. You give 2 to Stormhound. By the end of the stream, everyone's going to say they pulled a Clayton. Oh, I thought I had it there. No, it is a what? Am I reading this sell order correctly? Chat. What the heck's going on here? Well, now I cannot be like Ezra Denny, who complains about Kitty all the time and then drafts him. I can't put him up for 9,000 because I just complained about that. Holy, 30,000 for a regular 40 bra iron? I know they want him for the PTCS cap tournaments, though. What do I sell him for, chat? What's a fair value? I don't want to gouge people. I just complain. You know what? I'm going to sell them. I'll tell you what, I'm going to sell them so I can buy a Kershaw, because that way I feel like I pulled the Kershaw. So Kershaw is selling for 9,000. So I'm going to sell him for 99999. And if someone buys him, I'm going to convert that into a Kershaw for my bronze team. So someone please spend 10,000 on a 40 level iron. Cheap, 1/3 of the price. Then I can buy a Kershaw. Okay, let's now watch. I'll pull a Kershaw. Nope. Couple more packs. Three more. Where's that beautiful background? So easy to detect these cards. Two more. You a new silver? You are not. And oh, oh, chat, chat. Thank you, Stormhound, for all your success because you have you have motivated me to open some packs. If 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 this is a combinator Kershaw, I may not be allowed to. I don't know, but I'm giving away 20 packs in a draw. If this is a combinator Kershaw, someone posted it. Where is it? iDub channeling me all the revenge vibes. Smucker, I like that one too. Combinator A-Rod. Okay, I don't pull a lot of combinators on stream, so EBC must still be within listening range because he's the combinator god. Here we go. What do we got? Iron. If it's not like a high level guy, I want it to be a bronze because this is my bronze team. Okay. We'll give it a little bit of the drum roll and a little bit of the Dr. Dynamic. While it is a bronze, I did say if it had to be something, make it a bronze, a 69 Juan Pierre, who does not have power or eye. But if a Void K ever becomes big in the game, watch out. Juan Pierre. And right now, there is a couple sell orders just around 10,000. But I'm going to hang on to them. At worst, I can use them for combinator food. So there we go. So now I can't stop on that. We got to open 3 more packs. 1, 2, and last pack. How about a perfect? No. Steve Balboni. Okay, so now I got to check. Did I sell that 40 level card? Did I make my 9,000? Nope. Is not sold. Card shop. Rodriguez, right at the very bottom. Oh, thanks, chat. Which one of you is undercutting me? Thank you, chat. You can't trust your own community when they undercut you by 1. We're gonna play that game, are we? I'll keep it at that. Let's see if Clayton's any cheaper now. He's probably more expensive. No, he's not any cheaper. Still at about 9,000. Okay, we'll play the waiting game and see what happens. Good luck in your pack polls. Let us know if you pull anything good. Again, if you missed the Amigo show earlier with EVC, it's on the VOD. And again, big shout out. Thanks to Chess Safari for gifting 5 subs on the Amigo show. Again, wonderful contributor to the channel. One of the big gift subbers here, along with Boiled Egg and Captain Kegleg. So again, thank you so much. Also to Brent, who gifted a sub to TX Jenks yesterday. Again, just incredible. Well, I think we're 3 minutes away, so let's go on to our second draft. If you have a perfect slot available, the rules are pretty simple. You want to get in draft 204, perfect draft 204, and we're going to use the PTCS rules. We can't change the ballpark for it, but we can limit you to all cards 1961 or later. So you should be able, by hovering over the card, see what year it is. It's got to be 1961 or later. PTCS rules. If you have to draft someone that's not eligible, draft them anyway and make sure you put them on your bench or reserve roster. Again, declare that you're in the chat, just like Fussmucker and Sean Sol. And same thing, if you knock me out of the tournament. Oh, Ollie North. Ooh, I got Jackson. Now watch, I'm going to be matched up against you. Watch, guaranteed. And also watch, I get offered the Clayton Kershaw 69 bronze. You know that's going to happen. Okay, where are we here? It is full. The tournament is full. So again, please declare that you're in like Castanar, iDub, Firenor, TX, VR Mind, a lot of the PAX only community. Okay, let's draft. It's not a 5-minute draft or a 7-minute draft, so you should have the full clock. So feel free to take your time. And Job, we got some future legend perfects. Job for Chess Safari. Oh, cat. Who do I take? Bieber, stud pitcher, or Langford? I'm not taking Mo, no. Or Freed. Oh, man. Who do I take? This is a best of 5. D Block, help me out. D Dempsey, if you're here, who do I take? Langford? Okay. In D Block, we trust. And D Dempsey says take a Ranger. So a Ranger outfielder. So I joined the Future Legend Club. Now we're going to take Evan Carter. And it's got to be 1961. We're going to take, oh, look at this outfield chat. I feel sorry whoever plays me. Now, who has the best arm? 75 or 60? Not Langford. Langford, you can stay in left. I don't know if I've ever had a draft where I've had all 3 future legend outfielders. Langford, Dominguez, and Carter. 2 Texas Rangers, D Dempsey. Pretty good. Okay, now the gold round kind of sucks. Who do we want? I think we're going to go with Mr. Thompson. I want to win this today. So excuse me if I take my time, because with that outfield, I want to win. All right, for the defense, I'm going to take Royce from 1993. And I'm going to take Mulholland. Absolutely. With 600 perfect points, that gets me 1/20th of my Roger Clemens. Mulholland and Clayton. I like that. Jose. We can put you at third base or DH. And how about Dick Lines? I like that reliever card. Jack Fournier, though. He's good too. All right, D Dempsey, D Dempsey, D Block. Let's get revenge from our first round loss on Tuesday in the bounty. You want Dick or Jack? What do you want, D Dempsey? Dick or Jack? D Block. We're going with Jose. We could go with a high-end catcher, Tucker, as well. You want Tucker, Dick, Jack? That was a great game. You don't know Jack. D Dempsey's going off the board and saying Carl Mays. Okay. I'm going to go with him. Mays and Bautista. Oh, man. Such great cards. Ooh, good question. Is Mays eligible? D Dempsey. Ah. Well, D Dempsey is obviously the mole in the draft today. I got to bench him now, reserve roster. Okay, Pedro for sure. Pedro and maybe Cashner. I'm not asking D Dempsey anymore. You drafted Mays as well? Yeah. Got caught up in the pitcher rather than the year. Well, here's Brett Butler. Maybe that's a good sign because we talked about him on the Amigo show. But I got so many outfielders already. I got 5 of them. Pedro, you can play first. Jose, you can play third. What is Aaron Robinson? Yeah, you got pretty good framing. So let's go Robinson. Oh, is he eligible? No, he's not. Darn rules. No, don't want outfielders. I guess I got to go live players here. One. This is a bad round or Swisher. I guess we can go Swisher as a backup. If I was allowed to make these draft rules, it would be much different. Everyone except Lap has to draft 1961 or later. Jim Rooker. Okay, need some pitchers. Going with Jim. Jim and Clay, maybe. Phil? Nope. Okay, let's go Blue Jay Kikuchi. A great season. Very, very good season for Kikuchi. Not very good round. Again, lots of outfielders. So let's go with Jennings. Okay, I'm done with outfielders now. No more outfielders, Lap. No more. Resist the urge. No, Motley. And things started off well in this draft, and then they tanked. One third baseman, and who else can we take? Gabe. All right, we got 6 pitchers. There's the Cano card. I can take him. We need a second baseman. And Arnie Stone, I would take you, but I can't. D. Dempsey would probably say, take Arnie Stone, Lap. He goes well with Carl Mays. You can start Mays, and then Arnie Stone can come in relief. Great combination, D. Dempsey. I thought I drafted I couldn't draft that catcher. I am not going to get 2 catchers here. So now I got to look at these live guys. Can you catch? Can we get lucky? I want to get lucky with one of these live cards. Can they catch? No. All right. Go with the roaster's chicken guy. 2 more rounds. And my catcher offered is 1935. Drew Rom is going to come in for sure. So I think I am catcherless. Ray Jackson? Can any of you catch? No, 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 no. 9 pitchers. Okay. He is a catcher. You catch. No. By now, you guys must know which live pitchers can catch. There must be one or two. First, second, third, left, right, center. Sorry, Mike. Mike, maybe you'll get a PTCS card soon. You just missed the cut, Mike Bauman. It was Moustakas, and then it was going to be you as a reward card. Okay, well, I have to take 5, and I don't think all 5 are eligible. So we're going to take Rendon, Phillips, Bauman, Bliss, Wallace. Maybe Velez instead of Wallace. Yeah. Soon, boiled egg. Soon. Okay, just checking something out here. Let's go there. That one's for you, boiled egg. You're welcome. Just retype in what you put in there before. Okay, so submit. Maze, got to put you on the bench, my friend. 60 days. And just to make sure, you can go hang out with D. Dempsey eating popcorn up in the broadcast booth. Make sure Andrew, okay, Andrew's good. Holland, Rooker. Always double check, make sure all your cards are compatible. Otherwise, you can't win the bounty. Got to be 1961 or later. We are going to do the D. Dempsey all middle relief, though. In your honor, D. Dempsey, this one is for you, even though you steered me in the wrong direction with a chuckle. We're going all middle relief. Something like that. Openers, let's go 96. If you're new to the game and you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. A lot of knowledgeable people here, and D. Dempsey's here as well. So feel free to ask. D. Dempsey, Carl Mays. I do not have a catcher. Boy, isn't that special? All right, we're on a break. I will go refill my coffee and be back and check in on the bronze bounty in 2 minutes' time. Oh, so close, boiled egg. So close. Just change the lettering around a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay, back in 2 minutes. Well, we are back here. Welcome, everyone. Happy Thursday, new Twipt content day. Again, if you missed the Twipt show, it will be replayed, I believe, later tonight, so you can get your drops from the OOTP channel. And again, if you missed the news, we have the PTCS running on Saturday, and then Saturday evening, Spore will be back with the premiere of the Tuesday Treasure Trove. He's teased us a couple weeks ago with the May set, and now we're going to get a full-blown treasure trove, cards from Iron up till Gold, released Saturday evening. So tune in to Spore sometime Saturday nights. Well, game one of the bronze bounty did not go my way. Don't cut the D block, Dragon. Said, Lap, son, take a seat. Because he beat me by a score of 7-6. And I respect that. I respect a 7-6 score. Because unlike some people in chat, he didn't feel the need to run the score up. Especially in the bottom of, let's say, I don't know, the 8th inning. He didn't feel the need to do that. So I respect a 7-6 victory. Pipkins takes the loss for me. This is the fully combinated Pipkins, by the way. Remember I said lefties don't seem to perform well? As well, I should say. And the fully combinated lost to the uncombinated Splitterf. There you go. Babe Young is your player of the game in game one. So that pushed me over to the B side. And over on the B side, I went up against our good friend Baffle. D-Block, if you can shout out Baffle, who has a Twitch channel, plays a lot of sports games. I saw him streaming last night, doing a little bit of wrestling last night on his channel. I think it's the same name, Baffle 99. And I went up and I respected him as well. And just like D-Block taught me a lesson not to run up the score, I did the same thing, 7-6. So maybe for all you new players out there, maybe you can take some notes. You know, when you're playing community members, you know, just you can win. Winning is good. But, you know, just win like a gentleman. I can see iDub and I are gonna have a rivalry all year now. It all started with a bronze championship in packs only. That's where it started. Uh, but Baffle, you put up a good run there. It was Eovaldi against Eovaldi. And you do notice that my Eovaldi, take note, folks, I got a fully combinated Eovaldi. And he pitched 1 inning. He gave up 5 earned runs. The game's broken. I want my money back. Come on. My fully combinated Pipkins loses to D Block, and my fully combinated Eovaldi gives up 5 runs in the first inning, and the regular Eovaldi kicks my butt. Oh no, he loses, but performance wise, he kicks my butt. Man, my Wang stopped the bleeding. Strinovich stopped the bleeding. Harris gave up a run, but by then it was too late because thank you guys for my bullpen for saving things. Jared Washburn comes in for the win, and then Haddix with the save. But Nathan got a 45 ERA. 45. This guy's pretty good too. Jeez. Eovaldi, Holmes, York. So Baffle, good luck. I guess you're on the tournament, so sorry about that. I guess good luck in your next tournament, Baffle. So who do I take on next? I take on I might see D Block or A Dub again. Either way, I messed up. It's a loss for me either way. I play a rival or I play a rival. We'll find out in about 40 seconds. 5 earned runs. My level 5 Combinator and level 5 Pipkins get smoked. But I will say, you notice who hit a home run for me against Baffle? Did you guys catch that? Did you see who hit a home run? There's so many names up here. There it is. You see, for Baffle, that was D Block. That was my loss against D Block. Which one is it here? Oh, so many games here. There it is. For Baffle, you got home runs from Tony, and I got a home run from a different first baseman. Just so you know, who went 1 for 5 with 2 RBIs. That was a tease, Nasbase. No, we're not playing it. I want to respect. For once in a stream, I want to respect the desires of boiled egg. Okay, has the other tournament fired off? There it is. It has fired off. Okay, now that the bounty has fired off, the draft bounty, you need to go in and check, make sure that any player you benched is still benched, because my Carl Mays is still showing. So for some reason, Carl wants to play. Carl's got game. And I'm sorry, Carl. You go play for D. Dempsey's team. You're welcome, Boiled Egg. I love the work you do with Franchise Hockey Manager. And again, I want to respect those that gift subs in the channel. And you are one of the big gift subbers. So today, we might mention the name, but we will likely, and I can't promise, but we will likely not play the song. So I want you to stay the full duration of the stream. And I want your wife to be in a good mood. I don't want you storming around the house, humming, kitty, kitty. I'm so in love. I don't want that in your household today. By the way, I know your wife was feeling ill a couple weeks ago. I hope she's fully recovered on the mend. So make sure you have benched any ineligible player. Here are your bounty round one matchups. On the left side of the screen, we've got GT Sundown. By the way, check out EMLB tonight. It's going to be a special broadcast with the commission tonight on EMLB. I mean, every night's a special broadcast, but check out tonight's EMLB action at around 7 p.m. Eastern. You'll be taking on the Boomsticks from Asheville. I will be taking on Kitty Kitty supporter, NAS Base. We've got VR Mind, a PAX only champion, maybe a two-time champion in PAX only. He is going to be taking on the Metrokis, which is run by TX Jenks. There is Spore coming in with Torrente, Alex Fernandez, Jim Rooker, Pete Crow Armstrong. They'll be taking on those prospects from Jolly Mesa. Andrew Painter, the Pack Attack, our memester, Fussmucker. Were you ever in a Batman movie, Fussmucker? Because that would be a good character in a modern day Batman, the memester. Going up against A-Dub, we got the Black Knights and Ollie North. They will be taking on those Southpaws from Chess Safari, our viewer from Oregon, the Charbonneau area of Oregon, that has a nice little cafe with some of the best desserts I've seen on screen. Washington Park Rangers coming to us from the amphitheater, the Red Rock Amphitheater in Colorado, taking on the Patroons Barbecue. And Fire&Or, the Beachside Blue Hornets with Freddie Fitzsimmons. He's not eligible, Fire&Or. If you're here, Fire&Or, did D. Dempsey recommend him? Did he? Can't play Freddie Fitzsimmons. Hopefully you benched him. And they will be taking on, I don't know, some team that D Block can probably pronounce. I refuse to do it because I am just going to give him 20 more players for music lessons to use. I will not pronounce this name. So there are first round matchups. We do have to double check on the teams I might face in the first two rounds. So Boomsticks, Mayhem, and NASBase. Make sure they're compliant. First of all, the Vins. Looking good. Looking good, Nas. Nas must have been a good student. He listened to the teacher. 26 compliant players. About GT. GT seems like a little bit of a rebel. 67. And cool Papa. Yeah, cool Papa. I'd move him over if I was allowed to. You got fooled by cool Papa. Yeah. I just call it the D Dempsey effect. So he's going to have one less player. And then finally, A-Dub. A-Dub. Trivia coming up in 10 minutes, guys. After the next break, we are going to get to the trivia early today. So stay tuned. And A-Dub. Looking good. Looking sharp. Well, he's got more than 14 players that are qualified. So well done. So any of the first four teams, as long as GT Sundown has benched Cool Papa Bell, we have four compliant teams. And just to be sure, because I don't want to mess this up, I'm going to go back because Carl Mays has been there every time I've gone back into the game. I want to double check that Carl Mays is not on my team. Good. Did my strategy take? No, it did not. Oh, Naspace, you almost got a freebie there. So crank that up. Almost, Nas. Nice try. I'm going to put a pitch count on these guys. Let's go 108. Relievers, you get 25. And 96, 81. Check my hitters, make sure I didn't miss anyone here. Good. Bautista's in. My Rangers are in. Guerrero's in. And I don't have a catcher. So can I win without a catcher? We're going to put Jim Unknown batting 8th. Royce Clayton. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, submit. Just in case Nas gets a little tricky on me, I'm going to put in my opening lineups. There you go, chat. I'm playing handicapped without a catcher. Did my opposition get a catcher? Oh, yeah, they got 2. 2019 and Jeff Reed. Okay, we're good. First game's going to come in about 8 minutes. Ollie, because I don't want to give you packs. It's that simple. It's that simple. I don't want to award you packs. Oh, wait, no, that's iDub. I got you guys mixed up. I got you mixed up. I did give iDub packs yesterday, though. iDub, you won the showdown prediction. Was that that one you won? No. Did you win that one? What did you win yesterday? Something that you won some packs. Must have been the prediction. Okay, let's go back to some OOTP news before we check back in on the second bounty and see who I face, D Block or iDub. Here is some news and notes from OOTP. Spore mentioned today all the perfect limited edition Craig Kimbrels are out of packs. They've all been pulled, all 25 of them. If you're wanting a Craig Kimbrel, you can only get one now from the card shop. So I think we'll get another LE soon, but probably not till after the PTCS. I don't think they'd give us an LE 2 days before the PTCS. Also, yesterday's showdown winners, congratulations to D King 395, and also congratulations to Dr. Baseball. The St. Louis Cardinals from 2004 beat the 2004 Red Sox. They swept them. And the 1995 Atlanta Braves swept Ezra Denny and his San Francisco Giants from 1962. So congratulations. They will go on to the round of 62, and each of those managers won 10 packs for being the spokesperson for that team. Again, if you're new to the game, you can also play the game on the go. You can get the app on the Google Play Store, the Apple Store. For $9.99 American, you can have the convenience of spamming tournaments, doing your perfect drafts, playing some of the seasons in the base game, and even creating rosters and opening packs. All that you can do on the go, at the airport, at your friend's place, at your workplace when you're on break, or any other convenient place that you can't be at your desktop. OOTP Go, where you get a free account and you can create a packs only team, just like Fussmucker 3. Check out my Discord for more information. Here is your 5L and 6L updates, not including today's action, but it does include yesterday. Right now, we have the San Diego Jackalopes. If you're in the house, say hi. Jackalopes are a team that I see quite often in the quarterfinals or later. Black Knights, who I think is Ollie North. Bone Bruisers, D Block, D Dempsey. I hyped these guys up on Tuesday, and look at that. They're in second place now. early in the month of June. Central Kentucky Pirates are the hottest team in the L's right now. Central Kentucky Pirates are hot. There's GT Sundown. There's Baffle. There's Sean Sol. There's Pops Dongoria. I love seeing our community in the top 10. And you'll see the color coding, something I'm doing this different this month. I want to track all the first basemen and see how many of them finish on a top 4 team. So Kitty, Jake, Dolph, Lou, Tony, and Choi are the 6 first basemen I am tracking. Yes, Lou, the new Lou card, is eligible. He is showing up in tournaments, so you can draft him. And here we go. After the first 5 days, we have 3 Kitties. We have 2 Jakes, 2 Lou's, 1 Tony, no Choi and no Dolph so far in a top 4 team for the month of June. And I am so wanting to play a certain song because he leads the pack. Kitty Bransfield, 3 times he's been on a top team, including yesterday. He was not only on the winning team, he was on the second place team with the Jackalopes. The Stogies are the Franchise Time Machine alt. Okay, so the Stogies. So we've got all community here. All these guys here on the top 10 are community. Congratulations. Today is not on here. Yes, I had not added it because it is not finished yet. I believe it's probably in the semis right now, maybe in the finals. So congratulations. Here you have all of our top 4 finishers. And on the very end, you see the teams that have the bounty ticket. So Mike, Floyd, Twins, Makadkar, Lava have been the teams that have knocked me out this month. And at the end of the month, they'll go on the wheel for a chance to win some packs. For the 6L, the one that's played, this one is played in Olympic Stadium in the mornings in 1985 as a tribute to the Montreal Expos. They moved over from Jari Park last month. 3 diamonds, 3 diamond packs if you happen to win the tournament. The 6L. We'll leave the standings up here for a little bit as we head to our break. Back in 2 minutes. Just check out the standings. All right, we're back and trivia coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes time. So stay tuned for that. During the break, I spammed another bronze tournament and IDub, this one's for you, buddy. Look who I got in with. I got in with C Wit. I got in with Exto Foras. I got in with the Madison Mohicans, a TBD team. I got in with Edinburgh, who's often on the Discord. It's got a strong team. I even got in with Dish Nets, Fish Nets. Yeah, there's no easy path here. Oh yeah, all we're missing is Mr. Gotti. Thank goodness he's not in this one. It's going to be tough as it is. So that is my spamming of that one there. Speaking of bronze quicks, let's go and check in. Have I been eliminated from today's bounty? Well, when the color is green, green means go, and that means my team is still kicking, even though I lost the first game to D Block. Oh. Oh. So D Block beat A Dub. So that means A Dub dropped over to the B side. And I guess I played A Dub. Oh. 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 Look at that. 8-5, A Dub, 8-5, 8-5, 8-5. Notice my bottom of the eighth inning. Notice one run. You know, just I had to add a little bit of insurance. Just a little bit. Just wanted to add an extra run. My Max Scherzer takes the win. Yep. Strinovich comes in for the save. Gary Sheffield, player of the game. Yeah, home runs by Sheffield. He had 2. Mike Andrews had a home run. Yeah, no, I just there's nothing specific I want to point out here. I just really like the bottom of the eighth inning and my one run. I really like that. So that means I have when you lose the first game of a double elimination, it is the hardest path to take. So if I'm going to win this, I have to win like 7 in a row just to make the finals. And on the A side, we've got the Collectors going up against the Rebels. D-Block's going up against Ollie. That's going to be a great matchup. And then over on the other side, Makadkar is taking on the Trenchcoats. And I go up against Ollie? No, this is who is this? TX Jenks. Man, the community is just coming after me today. So TX Jenks and I go, and I am sending out Paul Splittorf. TX. Who are the Matrokis sending out? You're sending out Wang. So you're putting out Wang, and I'm putting out Splittorf. And the sim is about to come in. Well, before we get to trivia, we gotta see how this game turns out. Will I move on and possibly have to face Ollie North or D Block once again? Or will I have to give some packs to Ollie or to TX Jenks? Okay, here we go. We're not going to watch the highlights. We're simply going to look at the game log inning by inning. New York scores 1 in the first off of Splittorf. Wang gets through the second, as does Splittorf. 1-0 after 2. 1-0 after 3. I always like watching the scroll bar. That way I know if I'm behind, I'm probably not going to catch up. All right, let's go to the fourth. Wang doing his job. Nothing, and a solo shot by Jake Stahl in the bottom of the fourth gives the Matrokis a 2-0 lead. We go to the fifth. Nothing for Rocky Mountain, nothing for the Matrokis. We head to the sixth now. Nothing again. Seventh inning. This is a low scoring game. Another run. We go to the eighth inning. 0 for Rocky Mountain. 2-run shot for Jake Stahl. Jake Stahl is going to win it for the Metrokis. And congratulations go out to TX Jenks. 5-0 score. Who he put up 2 in the bottom of the eighth. Very respectable gameplay. And his wing did well. His wing went 8 innings, 4 hits. Splittorf gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs. But for me, the tournament is over. So TX, congratulations. Hope you can take it all now. Go take out Ollie or D Block in the next round. And the good news is I get to spam another one, right? Yes, I do. So let's do that. See what kind of crew I can get in with me this time. What kind of names are here? The Wolf Spiders. Lava is in this one. There's Edinburgh again. Helena Handbasket. Yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of these. Mr. Black is in this one. Okay. Not going to be easy. Okay, good. So the other bounties still going on. Again, 5 packs go out to TX Jenks. Let's go back and look at our 6L update before we get to trivia. I left this on during the break. And yeah, the Rocky Mountain Gladiators are 6 points in first place. I seem to do much better in the 6L than 5L. We are Marshall in second. And then a string of teams, the Steel Pugs, the Spiders, the New Sport, Kentucky Pirates, Michigan Wolves, GT. So GT and D Block are on both lists. Congratulations. And in terms of our first base tracker, well, 2 Choi's were in the top 4 and 1 Tony. That's it. So we don't have any Kitties or Jakes or Lou's or Camilles that have made a top 4 team in the month of June so far. There might have been one on my team, but it automatically changes it to yellow because that's how D Dempsey set it up, just kind of showing where my team finished. So I might have had one of those first basemen. I don't know. So there you go. There is your 5L and 6L update. Again, they fire off every day at 9:21 a.m. and 9:21 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to get involved, Sky Dome at night, 6L, 30-pack prize. If you win the tournament, you get 30 standard packs. And if you finish second, you get 15. I finished third 3 times in a row. So tonight, I'm probably going to do crappy. And tomorrow, I'll finish third. That seems to be the pattern. All right, our early bird draw. We're going to make the draw for the winner. I hope you got in, boiled egg. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. It does not come with any free FHM packs. Sorry, no FHM packs. There's a glitch. Just wait. Let me erase that one. Let me take that one off. Darn it, geez, how did that get? I accidentally clicked the button a few seconds early. Oh man. All right, it's trivia time. Congratulations, IDub. IDub, you can tell me in the chat right here. Do you want to go to your regular team or to your packs only team? Packs only team again. AW13 _ packs champ or Paxman. Pac-Man. Okay. Pac-Man. There we go. Congratulations. So our 2 winners so far, TX Jenks and IDub. TX, if you can send me a whisper, because I don't know which team you want your packs to go to. Don't type it in chat because I'm not watching it right now. Send me a whisper, TX, for your bounty win. Okay, I think it's trivia time. I promised it. We can get through a few questions. Let me bring it up. If you've never played trivia before, it's really easy. You're going to see some questions pop up on stream, but you do have to allow the app to use your username, your Twitch username. And you do that by clicking on the little quiz kit icon on the right-hand side of your screen. There's a little button that says quiz kit. It's really tiny. Click on that, give permissions, and you should be good to go. So if someone can someone confirm the instructions are showing up? I want to make sure the app is working. Do you see some instructions? You see them? Yep. Okay. And typically it doesn't register your name until after the first question. So don't panic if it shows contestant 23 or something like that. It usually fixes itself after question number 1. Okay. Just go to a different screen here. Where is my trivia screen? There we go. So you'll have 15 seconds to answer the question. The quicker you ring in, the more points you get if you're correct, the more points you lose if you're wrong. If you don't answer the question, you take a 0. And sometimes it's better to take a 0. We also give packs not only to first place, but we give packs to one of the other finishes. So I got to bring that up. So let me just get to the wheel. Bring that up on screen. I think last week it was 4th or 5th place that got some packs. So we're going to shuffle this 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a couple special categories there. If I land on this black one here, all 10 packs will go to the winner. And if I land on this one here, which is coming towards the bottom, we will give packs to first, second, and third. So we'll give some extra packs out. Here we go. 5 packs to first place and 5 packs go to so you do not want to finish second today. We're not getting a lot of love for the lower finishes. So we're getting a lot of seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths. But that's what it will be today. It'll go to our third place finisher. All right, gang, here we go. Question number 1. Should pop up soon. This week's PTCS is featured in a stadium from Chicago, Pittsburgh, Anaheim, or Boston. What is the featured stadium for this weekend's PTCS? Answers are in. You should see the choices come up on the screen there with the correct answer. And 17 of the respondents were correct. Our quickest to ring in this week, Ian M. Leavitt. Over 14,000 points. D. Dempsey in third right now has the coveted third position. So right now it's Ian M. Leavitt, and D. Dempsey in the money spots. Kind of like golf, yeah. You'd rather miss a putt of 10 feet than 1 inch. You don't want to finish second. No silver medal today. Question 2. Joe Mauer's 66 card has a rating of 113 on one side of the plate. In which category? His highest rating on one side of the plate, which of those four categories is 113? His eye, his BABIP, his power, or his avoid K? Again, you have 15 seconds. The quicker you ring in, the more points you get. This looks like it was a tough one, but he does have 113 rating, avoid K against the righties, I believe. I think it's against the righties. Fussmucker. No one rang in really quickly here. It took you guys a long time to look the card up on the card shop, didn't you? Took you 5 seconds. D. Dempsey, third again, but that moves him up to second place overall. So right now, after two questions, it's Fussmucker, our OOTP trivia Olympic winner. He won more trivia competitions last year. This year, it's been B-Dub. And in third place, we have I-Dub again, looking to double his packs today. Question number 3. Which of the following is the highest rated on the Albert Pujols 42 overall card? Base running, speed, stealing frequency, or stealing ability? You don't really think of that when you think of Albert Pujols, but one of these was a lot higher than the other. 3. Answers are in. Split down the middle. 50 thought stealing ability, 50% thought base running. And if you guess stealing ability, congratulations. That was his highest rating. And again, it wasn't even close. Zed Hawk, quickest to ring in. iDub and VR Mind, number 2 and 3. And in the number 1 spot overall right now, that will go to D. Dempsey. And in the number 3 slot is Fussmucker. iDub, you're in a Fussmucker D. Dempsey sandwich right now. Next question. Today's A-Rod card is from which team? Texas, Boston, Seattle, or New York? The card I pulled in a pack and put on the card shop. Which team is the A-Rod from? Answers are in. Couldn't fool you guys on this one. 20 of you got this one right. Even had one person pick Boston. 1, 2, 3, 6 of you, 7 of you got it within the first second. Quick Finger VR Mind, Quick Fingers D. Dempsey, Fussmucker, Naspace, Lone Star, Sundown, and iDub all got it within a second. And iDub now has jumped into first place. D. Dempsey close, less than 201 points behind. No, 101 points behind. And Fussmucker, a couple thousand behind that. Next up, here we go. What is A-Rod's range on this card? What did Spore give him as a range? 77, 87, 93, or 85? Easy quiz this week. As long as you were watching the Twipt stream, looking at the ratings as he went over them, should be pretty easy. 10 of you got this one. 10 out of the 22 respondents. After 5 questions, first place, iDub. Third place, D. Dempsey. iDub, you've moved from being the center of the sandwich to one of the buns. You are the top bun, iDub. Fussmucker, you're in the middle. Lone Star, quickest to ring in on that question correctly. And at the bottom, in 30th place, is one of the contestants. One more question until our next break. Question number 6. As a pitcher, Ichiro's higher overall rating is stuff, pitcher BABIP, home run suppression, or control. Yeah, asking about his pitching characteristics. Which of those 4 was his overall highest rated characteristic? And answers are in. For the first time, it wasn't the most popular choice. The correct answer was not the most popular choice. It was not his control. It was his home run suppression. Oh, yeah, that's a bummer, Gumber. 2 a.m. over there. Where are you located? So you must be what, Australia? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Well, it is very early there right now. It is like 5 a.m., isn't it? All right, the break is on. We'll be back to finish off trivia in 2 minutes. All right, here we are. Before we finish off the trivia, a couple little updates here. The Clayton Kershaw has dropped quite a bit now that people are getting him in packs as bronze 69 card, my favorite card of today's set. If you missed it, the Clayton Kershaw bronze rocks. Probably do a lot better in the bullpen, but some of you, like iDub, are going to use him in the starting rotation. 69 bronze Clayton Kershaw at one time was 9,000 down to 5,000. I'm going to put a buy order in of 3333 and see if I can get him by the end of the stream. Still a lot to pay, but hey, it just came out. I want to add him to my bronze rotation. The other card, the A-Rod that I pulled on stream earlier, and oops, I can't call him A-Rod. Got to call him by his name. Rodriguez. There we go. I lowered my buy order because there's a lot of these being pulled, or I lowered my sell order. So I just put it as the lowest sell order. So that'll pay for my Clayton and a little bit more. And again, I'll lower it if it doesn't sell by the end of the stream. So those are the two new cards, two of the new lower level cards. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. But yeah, there is a bare minimum Alex Rodriguez from the Seattle Mariners. And we saw that Clayton Kershaw card. So look for those in packs near you soon. Before we get to the trivia, let's go check in on the bounty. See if NASpace has knocked me out yet. That is right. Is it done already? Nas, did you beat me already? It's not showing on there. Say it ain't so, Nas. Perfect draft. 204. Ah, man. I worked so hard building a good roster. Until D. Dempsey. Mulholland, Cashner, and Rooker. 3 losses in a row. We got to have a talk here now, Space. We have to have a serious discussion. Although your bottom of the 8th inning is a little bit better, okay? I'm not going to be as harsh on you. You only get 1 detention, not a full week's worth. 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th, you're up 10-4, and you think you need 4? That's kind of pushing it, my friend. But it's not 14. 8-6 in the second. Oh, look, Alex Rodriguez sold for 6,000. Now I can buy my Clayton Kershaw. So 8-6, 7 runs in the second. Nas, come on. That's not baseball. That's arcade baseball. Okay. Nas, we may have to go a full week without playing Kitty Kitty. Nas, come on. 19-8, 24 hits. iDub, it's getting close. You may have been dethroned as the root of my frustration. So 14, 22, 41 runs from NASpace in this gentlemanly game we call OOTP. 19-8. Nas, what's the problem, Nas? Why, Nas? 8 runs in 1 inning. Why 7 runs in the bottom of the second? I mean, you saw D Block beat me 7-6. I beat Baffle 7-6. We played the gentleman's game, not to embarrass each other. Just kidding you, Nas. Just kidding you. We love you. Nas Space with the bounty win. Nas, do you want those packs to go to this team here? Should those packs go to Nas Space TT? Nas Space 5? Okay. You join A Dub and TX Jenks as our 3 winners so far today. Humiliation. Humiliation on stream. Wow. Well, congratulations to those of you that are now playing for the 600 perfect points. 600 perfect points is going to be the Boomsticks and the Vins. Never mind going up against the winner of the Prospects and Sporer. A Dub will be taking on the Black Knights or the Southpaws. The Rangers down 1 to the Patroons, and the Blue Hornets have advanced in a 3-game sweep over D Block. See, I'll bet you the Blue Hornets. See, Firenor would not do that to D Block, right? Right? I mean, 12-6. 12-6 is okay. I mean, he did. He was down by 1 in the 9th inning, so I don't blame Firenor for putting up 5 because he was down a run. He had to cash in. And then 3-1, very gentlemanly played game. And then 7-5. And once again, in the bottom of the 8th, he did not put up 14 runs. He said, you know what? 4 is good enough. I can win by scoring 4 in the bottom of the 8th. What is this with all these bottom of the 8ths high run scores? So thank you, Firenor. Thank you. You get a round of applause. But I got to show you guys something. You turn down the boost on your team. Oh, now you do it. I show you yesterday. I'm in the same Diamond league. I don't know how I'm in Diamond, but I'm in Diamond with Gorgo, the Insufferables, and D Block, and the Twins. I don't know which Twins team this is. If you're in this Diamond League 351, you can shout yourself out as well. But because D Block's in the other conference, I don't get to play him much, and I got to play him in a 2-game series. And I don't know how that went even. That was yesterday. Where is it? Respectable. Class, listen up, please. 7-6 over my good friend D Block. Respectable. So I'm still 500. D Block's over 500 as well. So good luck, D Block. Let's do our best to meet up in the playoffs, which would mean the finals. Let's get back to some trivia. Guys ready? First place, iDub, 69,000 points. Third place, Fussmucker, 52,000 points. Question number 7. What is Ichiro's highest rated pitch? Is it the curveball, the fastball, the changeup, or the slider? Some love to Ichiro today. What is his highest rated pitch? Yeah, GT, I agree. I think I think the perfect draft quicks should be at least the same as the other quicks, the traditional tournament quicks, because it takes more time. It takes a lot more time to do a draft than to just import your roster. And you'd get a lot more people playing perfect draft quicks, but right now they don't fill up that often because for 600 points, it's not really worth it. I mean, the value comes in testing cards out and going in and trying certain cards, but yeah, I think it'd be nice to have 3 packs and 1 pack bare minimum for the perfect drafts. And I don't is it only 16 team perfect drafts? Have they improved it to 32 yet? Let me see. So one of the drafts is a 32, and that's worth 2K. Eh, it's getting close because it takes the same amount of time to draft for this as it does a 16 team draft. So if you're going to enter a quick draft, other than the fun bounties, you might as well enter the 32 team one. Because again, if you're unfamiliar, at the top here, it shows you how many drafts that you can play at any one time. So you can play 2 quicks for traditional, 3 dailies or weeklies, 1 entry fee, and then you're allowed to play 3 regular drafts and then 1 entry free. So at any one time, you could play 4, 6, 10, 11 different tournaments at any one time. Although I don't even know entry fee how many there are. I never play entry fee. 0. 0. So yeah, I don't know. I stick to the ones that I like. So we will check in. I want to check in on that first bounty because I'm curious who made their way to the final. That should be over or close to it yet before we finish off trivia. Oops, go back one. When we left off, it was Ollie North playing D Block in one of the quarterfinals, I believe, on the A side. I, of course, lost out to TX Jenks, and we're not quite finished yet. Well, D Block, congratulations. I don't know if the collectors is in chat. I'm not familiar with this team. Terry T. Terry, if you're in chat, say hi. So I don't know if you just randomly got in or if you're actually here. But D Block, after losing to Ollie, will lose to the collectors and then have to play D Block a second time. And this time D Block takes it. So D Block has had quite the path and now is in the finals. So good luck, D Block. Represent for us. Oh, old man. Is that you, Caesar? Is this you? Or is that just a random hello? By the way, hello. It is you. Okay. Well, let's give some love to the card capture collectors. Lot of combinators, but all at the first level. And I really like your choices here. Melanson, Wheeler, Arnie Stone, Slim Harris. Well done. And for your pitchers or your hitters, Choi, Goslin, Enrique. So you're going the path of getting some combinators before you start to build them up. You've only got one guy, Goslin, that's built up a little bit. And D Block is running Volkers, Haddocks, and Butcher. And for hitters, he's got O'Brien, Young. Hardy really likes Pena, Fishlin, Rob Deere, Varsho. All right. Well, good luck to the two of you. D Block has had the tougher path. It's always nice when you can sweep your way to the finals on the A side, but it's now a best of 3. I kind of don't like that either. I think if you advance to the finals on the A side, you should have some sort of advantage, some sort of a 1-game advantage. All right, let's finish trivia, folks. Both bounties have been claimed. Congratulations, NASBase, TX Jenks, and also to iDub for winning today's early bird. We will do a late bird, so boiled egg, do not despair. Stop crying in your Washington Capitals towel. We will do a late bird at the end of the show in about 40 minutes' time. There you go. I'm glad I could put the smile back on your face, boiled egg. So the answer to the last question was a curveball. Only one person got this one right. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Ichiro's highest rated pitch on his card is a curveball. In fact, he only had 3 pitches: curveball, fastball, and changeup. I saw a video. He pitched in I think a girls softball game or something recently. He made an appearance and threw some pitches in a girls softball game, or maybe it was a fastball game. iDub, the only person to ring in correctly on that. So congratulations. You didn't get 14,000 points though. What's up? Are you softening in your old age? You only got 10, not 14. iDub in first, D Dempsey in second, and Fussmucker in third. Yeah. GT, that's pretty good. Minus almost 9, minus 10,000, and it's the 4th best answer. There would have been a good one to take a 0. Next up, the Kershaw 69 has a stamina of 59, 55, 69, or 61. What is the stamina on the Clayton Kershaw bronze card? Here we go. Answers are in. 9 of you correct on this one. And Firenor moves up a little bit from the bottom of the scoreboard into first place. And let's see. I just saw something on Discord from Perfect Team here. Oh, okay. Well, we will show that in a second here for those of you that missed it. Let's do a couple more trivia questions first before we go over that new announcement. iDub in first. NASBase has moved up to third place, and D Dempsey is in the middle. Next question. What is Billy Wagner's fastest or fastball rating on his card today? What is the fastball rating for Billy Wagner? 99, 100, 106, or 113? Answers are in. And this time, the quickest to ring in correctly was D Dempsey. D Dempsey, Sean Saul, VR Mine, the top 3 to ring in. It was 100, exactly 100 on that fastball rating. Thought I could fool you. You probably go, it's not going to be 100. That's like Lap would not put 100. That's trying to fool us. No, it was 100. After 10 questions, with 3 questions to go, iDub in the leadoff position, and now Space still at number 3. VR Mind about 5,000 points behind third, and D Dempsey is 18,000 points above third. So D Dempsey has a choice to make. Do I go for first or do I drop down to third? He's got 3 questions to decide. Question number 11. Here is your Spore question of the day. Oh, maybe not. Only one of these picture card art had the full baseball in view. Which card was it? I guess this is question 10. Only one of the card art pictures you could see the actual baseball. Was it on the Hamels, the Kershaw, the Sabathia, or the Wagner card? I saw it and go, oh, we haven't seen that card art before. I'm going to make a question out of that. Maybe you guys noticed it too and said, hey, that looks different. A lot of you left this one blank. You didn't answer. You didn't want to risk losing the points. 5 people got this one right, including Nalred, who is the first to ring in. Congratulations, Nalred. GT Sundown, VR Mind, Rocketeer, and D Dempsey, the only ones to get positive scores. I think on the picture cards, I think it was only one. Yeah, I know. I was rushing to get this done. Spore's like, all right, Lap, are you up yet? And I'm like, I got 3 questions to make yet. Yeah, if you look at the card art, you can see the baseball. It's like the baseball's coming at you. It's like a 3D kind of thing. I less than 2,000 points ahead of D Dempsey. So D Dempsey's going for first. And look at this. VR Mind is now in third. After a correct answer by VR and a 0 for Naspace. Nas did not want to attempt that one. Question 11. Spore's Cap of the Week featured which letter? C, D, M, or W? Easy one. Don't protest, IDub. Just take it out on me on the baseball field. Put up 15 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. That'll get me. Yes, it was apparent. He made reference to it a couple times. Of course, with the Max Scherzer being the perfect card, it was the Washington Nationals. And yeah, iDub was the first to ring in. I don't know if you made the comment on the Twipt stream today, iDub, like last week, where you said, all right, W on the cap. Make note. But you got the cap question wrong last week because I went with the nickname of the NEL team, not a letter. John Doe, second quickest to ring in, Naspace third, D Dempsey fourth. So with 2 questions to go, iDub has a 2,000 point lead over D Dempsey. And for third, VR Mind and Naspace are within less than 400 points. Osmucker, still an outside chance to get up to third. And we have 2 questions to go. But I've already used my couple timeouts to avoid the commercial break. I can't avoid this one, and I don't want it to come on during the question. So we're going to take our break now, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, we are back. And if you missed it, DishNet posted on Discord just recently that there are new packs in the pack shop. Spotlight packs are back. I think this is Spotlight pack number 5. And again, if you ever want to find out the specifics, the odds of pulling certain cards in the Spotlight packs, you can go to that forum post. And this is every week or every time they put spotlights in the shop, they will give you the odds. So if we go down to today, they are, let me just refresh here, make sure I'm on the right one. So Spotlight Pack 4 are now live. They're 45,000 perfect points and will guarantee you at least a gold card, maybe higher. NEL Series 1, NEL Series 2, OOTP 25 Series 1, and OOTP 5 Series 2. So you're guaranteed to get at least a gold or higher. And in terms of perfect cards that you can possibly pull, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 perfects at about 1.2%. So you're looking at what, about 12% chance of getting a perfect card, which not bad. 12%, that's higher than it's been in previous weeks. Last time you had less than a 4% chance of getting a perfect, and they were just 4,000 points cheaper. And before that, you had a less than 5%. No, you had about a 6.5% chance at 44K. So for the value compared to the last two packs in terms of pulling a perfect, the odds are better. Of course, you are going to get some of those NEL 1 cards, which are not very valuable, as valuable right now. And there's not a ton of cards in this set here, or in this pack. Maybe 30, 35 cards. So it's a very small set. And again, you're guaranteed at least a gold card. 12%'s not bad. It's one of the better ones for 45K. Like I said, 2 packs ago, you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.5, 7% chance at 44K. So again, you got some points, you might want to consider that. And just for some fun, let's do it. Let's open one. One Spotlight 5-pack. Guaranteed at least the gold. And I think there'll be a lot of people ripping, because if these cards are useful for the PTCS, there's going to be some of those managers that want to get certain cards for their PTCS team. You can still get the bronze and the iron, but you're guaranteed at least a gold. Thank you, Cubs fan Steve, for the emotes. Going for the perfect here. DeGrom at 2%. I'm hoping for at least a diamond. 45K is still quite a bit. We'll open up after trivia. Let's finish the trivia first. All right, trivia, folks. We got 2 questions left. When we left off, iDub had reached the 100,000 point mark. VR Mind is third. 2 questions. And someone mentioned earlier you'd hate to take a laptop hound pop quiz. Well, a lot of my pop quizzes in social studies were, who's paying attention? Were you paying attention to my lessons? Not how much did you read in your textbook? Were you paying attention during the lessons? And this is, were you paying attention during Twipt or my streams? Yeah, 45K is a lot for a gold, but again, the odds are better than they've been for a while with the Spotlight packs. Question number 12. Who has not appeared as a guest on my stream this week? EVC, Ezra Denny, I Rock This, or D Dempsey? who has not appeared as a guest on my stream at some point this week? Students, who was paying attention? Answers are in. He's the guy that said draft Carl Mays. Yeah, that's who he is. He's the, you know, that Star Trek episode, Mirror Universe or whatever it was? Dee Dempsey's from that episode. Yeah. Yeah. I spelt it wrong. Like I said, I had 3 questions to go when Spore asked if I was live, and so I didn't double check my spelling. I Rock This was not on the stream this week. D Dempsey and D Block were on Tuesday. EBC was on today, and Ezra was on yesterday. Ezra made a guest appearance on the Showdown stream because his 1962 Giants were playing. Rob Deere and Headlights, quickest to ring in. Na Space, Pierogi Addict, Fussmucker, iDub. Well, technically, I would have spelled I Rock This wrong too, because he doesn't have an I in this. But I would not put a question like that where I misspell something as an answer. Unless it was music lessons in first place, then I might. Okay, going into the last question. iDub is in first. Second is Naspace with 92,000. Third place is VR Mind. Fourth place is D Dempsey or D Mempsey. And fifth place is Fussmucker. It all comes down to your knowledge of Dave Steeb. Sorry, Rob Deere and Headlights. You're probably going to drop on this one. Question 13. According to Baseball Reference, what is the career batting average against Dave Steeb in the major leagues? Yeah, I know, Rob Deere. You put the highest one. You probably put 269. I saw you were live last night, but it was so late. I was already in my jammies. It was like midnight my time last night. I know you try to avoid me coming on your stream like D Block. D Block's like, I'm going to stream so early, Lap isn't up yet, and you say I'm going to stream so late, Lap won't come on and harass me. I will come on sometime though if you're on at a reasonable old man's hour. All right. The career batting average against the greatest pitcher of the 1980s was the lowest one on the screen. Career batting average of 239. So answers are in. I'm proud that 8 of you were able to get that one. No, I said the career batting average against Dave Steeb, not for Dave Steeb. He didn't go up to bat that much. All right, answers are in. The final result. First place champion winner, iDub. So iDub, to make things easy, we'll just add those 5 packs to your other 5 packs. So you will be getting 10 packs today. Second place, D Dempsey. And Nas, you're making it real easy for name submissions because I'm going to add your 5 packs to the 5 packs from your bounty as well. So 10 packs to you. That's great. I only have to put in a couple names now, plus TX Jenks, which probably means TX Jenks is going to win the late bird draw. Synchronicity. So Nas Base comes in third. D Dempsey, about 2,500 points extra. VR Mind comes in fourth. Fussmucker in fifth. Thank you, guys. That was a fun one. Let's close that off. And let's get our late bird started. As soon as I see something from Boiled Egg in the chat, because Boiled Egg said, Lap, please don't start the late bird until I'm here. Please. I'm out jogging right now. I've got my tunes on. I've got my kitty going through the ears. Are you here, Boiled Egg? Are you here? Because if you don't respond, Boiled Egg, I'll make you respond. Don't test me, Boiled Egg. Are you here? There you go. There you go. He's like, oh, please don't play the song. Please do not play it. Okay, let's get it all set up here. And then we're going to open that spotlight pack. And then we're going to head over to Dr. Dynastic. So Dr. D, if you're in listening range, it is time. Start up your stream. Bring the crew over. You can give packs away to NASBase and iDub as well. All right. It's go time. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. NASBase, the first to get in. Our Australian friend, the second to get in. And then everyone else following. iDub, if you win this one as well, or NASBase, both of you guys with the kickings you've given me in baseball, and I'm giving you packs, it's not just going to be me coming after you. It's going to be the whole community if you guys win again. And it's like, Lap's right. Maybe I shouldn't have entered. Come on, Boiled Egg. I don't see your name there yet. All right, let's go open that spotlight pack. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give the most improved award to Boiled Egg today. Boiled Egg, you get the most improved award. Congratulations. You win the most improved. I'm going to have to start giving out every week the most improved. Okay, spotlight pack is open, or a spotlight pack has been purchased. Give me at worst, give me a gold card from today. At worst. Diamond. It is a gold. Our gold pack is. Well, it's not a card from today, and it's not worth much. Let's just say that 40,000 points have disappeared. You know, Boiled Egg, as the winner of the most improved award today, I'm going to leave it up to you. Are you feeling that if I buy another pack, I'm going to get something better? It's your choice, Boiled Egg. Do I buy another pack or not? What are you feeling today? Yes or no? Say no. Yes or no, boiled egg. What do you did you not get my DM? I thought we had something worked out here. Yes, it can. It can be an NEL gold card. Right. We need to get some visuals on here. So if it is an OOTP 25, I've already got the Joe Mauer, thank you. If I get the Cano, I'll get about half my money back. If I get the Santana, less than half my money back. Verlander, there is one worse than Joe Mauer. Burley, not much better. Well, Miggy must be. Oh no, 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 no. Miggy's not much of an improvement. Buster almost gets me 5 figures. There's a good gold one to get. But again, I'll lose half of my investment. Oh, Mariano's going to be about 8,000. New Billy Wagner? Well, now we're talking. I might get 40,000 for him. That's a strong might. How about the new Cole Hamels? I'll break even. Thanks, boiled egg. Jacob deGrom. Hey, boiled egg. Now we're talking. That will pay for both the ones I purchased. That people like this Jacob deGrom. Whew. So right now it's Jacob deGrom or bust, or CC Sabathia. Not really. So 2 cards are going to make me some money so far, and then all of the perfect should be good. Yeah, Jose Ramirez, Jose sold for 400,000. Okay, there's my first choice right now. People want this Jose card. And then Scherzer sold for 500,000. So we've got 6 of the OOTP 25 sets that will at least make me my money back or a lot more. Now we go to the NEL sets, and we're not going to go through all of them. We're just going to look at, of course, the gold or higher. Bingo, not much. Rocky, better. Johnny Jones, no. So far, still only 4 cards that are going to make me my money back. Nope. Cool Papa, nope. Pepper, Howard, not String Bean. So a lot will make me half my money back. Okay, Toriente I'll break even. So that's 5 cards now that I could break even with. Still 5. 6. Slightly. And then all the perfect cards should be good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Turkey would be great. 11. Oof. 12. 13. So those are the only cards I can pull from the OOTP 25 or the NEL sets. 13 of those cards are positive for me. Of course, the top choices are Ramirez and Turkey. Boiled egg, this one's for you. Right after the break. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not on mute. Nope. Nope. I'm not on mute. I'm just gonna go and get a fresh towel. I'll be back in 2 minutes to end the show. Back in 2 minutes.
How was your day, sweetheart?
It was fine, but my neck is a bit sore.
Mine too. Do you think it's our mattress?
No, I'm quite certain it's the human beings sitting on our backs.
RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We wake up in the morning and we comb our hair, put on our Mountie underwear, protect the country at any stake, playing with horses on every lunch break.
Hey, Buttercup! Come play, Buttercup!
Canadian pride we represent. We usually wear gray, but you know us the best when we wear red jackets and fancy hats. Watch us bust and move in our Mountie pants.
Go, Daryl! You've got soul, Daryl! Go, Daryl! Go, go, Daryl! Go, Daryl, go!
RCMP, heroes on horseback from sea to sea. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
In all of North America, they're the largest force that cares for ya.
RCMP, we're the Mounties! Like the police, but for the whole nation. Protect the PM in every situation. We're the fighters of federal crimes, like people producing fake dollars and dimes.
Hey, Bill! That looks like a fake bill!
In certain regions where the local cops protect the streets and make the crime stop. For others we guard their highways the best, enforcing safety in our flashy vests. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We're the mounted Mounties and we draw the line on dangerous stuff from other countries to mine. Protect the nation from all around and keep the border safe and sound.
Good night, border. Sleep tight, border.
RCMP, heroes on horseback from sea to sea. RCMP, Royal.
Hi, chat. Welcome back. How you doing on this Thursday? Well, before we end the show and make our draw for our late bird winner, let's go check in on today's 5L, shall we? Well, today's 5L, Mr. Don't Cut the D Block Dragon and his Dick Shot Dugouts got the bounty ticket today. Yep, bounty ticket for Dick Shot Dugouts. They took me out in 5 games. Let's go check out that second round. 8-3, 9-2, 5-0, 4-0, 7-2. Yeah. Hey, I scored 7 runs in 5 games. Dick Shot would go on and beat the Ravens then in the third round in 7 games. His Lou, Sweet Lou, was player of the round. And against me, it was Ozzy Elbies. In the quarterfinals, the Dugout would go on and beat the Scotia Scooties. And this time, Mo Vaughn is the player of the game. Also advancing to the semifinals, the St. Pete Hammerheads, the Montana Cakesters, and the South Philly Derelicts. Funny that their Lou was player of the round as well. And I dubbed, just for your notebook, just for your notes, this is when it's okay to score 11 runs. It's okay. It's okay to score 5 runs in the bottom of the ninth. That's fine. That's fine. Just so you know, for future games, big scores are fine in one inning at the appropriate time. And in the semifinals, it's going to be the St. Pete Hammerheads winning 4-0. Walt Marin is the player of the round, bronze card, and the Dick Shot Dugouts will also sweep. So both of our semifinalists will sweep today. And this time, Don Hurst, another great first baseman, is player of the round, but he's player of the round for the losing team, a team that got swept. Their player is the MVP. And the fourth game was a 2-1 victory. And we go on to the finals. And the Dick Shot Dugouts, in the last 3 rounds, they will go 12-1 for the Dugouts. 12-1 to take the championship. 3-2, 5-4. Oh, talk about the model representation of a gentleman that plays this game. If the notebook's still open, iDub, look at this. 3-2, 5-4, 6-5, and 4-3. Yeah. Congratulations to the Dick Shot Dugouts. I said, watch out for D-Block. He's going to have a good June, and he is proving it so far. He has had a wonderful start to the 5L, 6L. Did we get any of those first basemen in the Final Four? Looking. None from the Hammerheads. No one from the Cakesters. We do have a Lou. We have got a Lou sighting. All right. Lou, 2-time MVP for the Derelicts. And a second Lou. So both our finalists or semifinal teams had, 2 of our 4 semifinal teams had the Lou. So we will add them to the color chart here. I think, right? Did I get that right? Derelicts had Lou. And yeah, the Dugouts had Lou. All right, congratulations in the 5L. Good luck in the 6L tonight. let's end this off with our late bird draw. There are only 30 entries, so you have a 1 in 30 chance. Closing it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our winner is Lone Star. Hey, Lone Star. Congratulations. Guessing from the state of Texas. Way to go, Lone Star. If you can send me a whisper, please do. Let me know what your perfect team username is. Please don't put it in the chat, but send me a whisper instead, because that way I can make sure I don't forget to put your name on the winning list. So again, congratulations to iDub winning 10 packs today, to Naspace for winning 10 packs, to TX Jenks winning 5 packs, and to Lone Star SW. Thank you guys so much. It was fun. Thank you again for the subs throughout the day today, from the Amigo show and from this show here. Sean Pitbulls, thank you for the follow. I am back tonight with the hockey show, where again, the language will be a lot more colorful from some of our panelists. And by some, I mean Frank. So 9:30 tonight on the Twitch channel right here. Come check out as we look at the Stanley Cup Finals, which start on Saturday. Don't forget, Twipt will be replaying tonight. If you didn't get all your drops, check in tonight for the replay. And then Spore will be back on Saturday with the first official treasure trove with all the lower level iron, bronze, silver, and gold cards that come out. And finally, again, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. And please, please, please be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and don't listen to any advice boiled egg might give you. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you in the hockey stream later tonight. See you next episode.
A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining. Oh, well, isn't it a pity? And every year has its share of tears, but every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day,